Sorry guys, could not upload a video in the last 3 days, but because of some busy schedule and all, like we see. And then talking about all the last 3 days match recap, we will do in 2-3 minutes that we see, because it can take a long time for my video that we see. RR versus DC, that we see that Delhi Capitals have won that game that we see, and all the top 4 teams are getting losing this time that we see. Rajasthan Royals have also lost that game that we see, but we see that Rian Parag scoring those runs that we see, and Donovan Ferreira being that player, the match winner for that team that we see, has been doing too good that we see. Mitchell Stark's comeback was the main reason that we see. He is the player who has made a main comeback. And Vaibhav Suryavanshi's wicket taken by Kyle Jamieson that we see, that celebration that we see, was also he was handed a demerit point that we see. But also the opening pair of Delhi Capitals that we see, that is KL Rahul and Pathum Nissanka, were the players who have played so good that we see, and have been the players who have been playing so well in the IPL that we see, that is KL and Pathum Nissanka that we see. And then talking about the next game that we see, that is CSK versus MI. And so CSK versus MI, that we see that only Naman had, I think Mumbai lost that game that we see, and I think Mumbai Indians were almost going to get eliminated that we see, and it would have been that game that we see. But Naman 50 was so good that we see. He has been that player who has handled one man player that we see, and he can be that player who can bat at number 3 that we see. And talking about CSK's bowling that we see, I think only Anshul Kamboj has been that player who has been doing so well in the IPL that we see. He is the only pace bowler who has been taking those wickets very well that we see, that is Anshul Kamboj. And Noor Ahmed has been that player who has been doing too good. Ramakrishna Ghosh has been taking a wicket, but also unfortunately luck is not with him, and he has been ruled out in the IPL. Jamie Overton has been that player who has been doing so good that we see. And then talking about CSK's batting, even Ruturaj Gaikwad has come back in form in this year's IPL that we see. He has been that player who has been playing so well in the IPL that we see, that is Ruturaj Gaikwad. Ruturaj Gaikwad has been that player who has been doing so good that we see. He has been a player who played so good that we see. And also Karthik Sharma coming back in the IPL that we see. He has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He has been the player who played so good and so well in the IPL that we see, that is Karthik Sharma. He has been the player who has been playing so good and so well. And then talking about Sunday's games, that is KKR versus SRH, that we see KKR are back in 3 wins that we see. First 6 games they were not in good half. In the first half they were not good. In the second half they are coming with a good comeback that we see. And so we talk about Sunil Narayan has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL, and he has been the player who has been playing so well in the IPL that we see, that is Sunil Narayan. And I think Varun Chakravarti has taken 3 wickets that we see. He has been that player who has been too good. Sunil Narayan has taken 2 wickets, and Karthik Tyagi has also taken 2 wickets that we see. And congratulations to Sunil Narayan for the 200 IPL wickets that we see. He has been that player who is the most valuable player for KKR that we see, that is Sunil Narayan that we see. And also SRH batters like Travis Head has been coming back in form. He has been that player who has been coming back in form in the IPL and has been too good that we see, that is Travis Head. And Ishan Kishan has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He has been the player who has been playing so good in the IPL that we see, that is Ishan Kishan. But there is one man that we see, and that is Ankush Raghuvansh's batting that we see. Ankush Raghuvanshi has been that player who has been scoring so good and so well in the IPL. He has been that youngster who has been performing well in KKR that we see, that is Ankush Raghuvanshi. And Rahane has been performing very well that we see. He has been that player who has been doing too good. KKR are making a comeback with 3 wins that we see. 3 back-to-back wins that we see. KKR is winning every Sunday that we see. KKR versus RR happened on a Sunday, they won on a Sunday. KKR versus LSG was on a Sunday, they won on a Sunday. KKR versus SRH was on Sunday, KKR won on Sunday. KKR and Sunday is a coincidence that we see, and this game has been that player who has been doing so good that we see. And also talking about SRH's bowling that we see. SRH's bowling, like only Ishan Malinga and Pat Cummins have been that players who have been too good. Nitish Kumar Reddy has also been that player who has been too good as a player that we see. He has been the player who has been doing so good that we see. And then talking about the next game, that is Punjab Kings versus GT that we see. Punjab Kings have been that team who have been scoring so good that we see. Suryansh Shedge has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He has been the player who has played so good and so well in the IPL that we see. And also Vadhera, and also he has been that player who has been scoring so good. That is Suryansh Shegde has been that player who has been doing so good in the IPL that we see. He's been a player who has been scoring quick runs that we see, and he's been the player who has been smashing those runs well that we see. That is Suryansh Shegde. Even in my last 2-3 videos I have mentioned that they should have taken Suryansh Shegde, and he has been that player who has been doing so good that we see. Jason Holder has been the player who has been taking 4 wickets very well that we see. He has been that player who has been doing so well in the IPL that we see. He's been a player who has been taking so good in the games that we see. He's been a player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That is Jason Holder has been that player who has been doing very good in the IPL. He has been the player who has been a player who scores 2 good runs in the IPL that we see. That is Jason Holder, and he has been taking those quick wickets very well in the IPL that we see. He's been the player who has been doing so good that we see. Siraj and Rabada have also been plenty good in the bowling. Gujarat Titans bowling has been the biggest strength in the IPL that we see, and Gujarat Titans team has been the bowling strength has been too good that we see. Then talking about the Gujarat Titans batting that we see, Sai Sudarshan has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He has been playing a very good knock in the IPL that we see. That is Sai Sudarshan. Sai Sudarshan has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in that game that we see. He has been a player who has been doing so good that we see, and has been that player who has been playing very well that we see. That is Sai Sudarshan. Washington Sundar has also been the player who has been playing so good knocks that we see. Gujarat Titans is the only team which is giving the most ever thrilling matches in IPL that we see. Gujarat Titans has been that team who have been doing so good and so well in the IPL. He has been that player. They have been that team which has been giving the most ever chilling matches that we see in the IPL. That is, the Gujarat Titans team has been giving the most ever thrilling matches that we see, and they have been the most teams that we see. But if we talk about the top 3 teams most followed in IPL that we see are only RCB, MI and CSK. So let's talk about the points table now in this game that we see. And we talk about the points table that if Punjab Kings, RCB, now Gujarat Titans is also on the 5th position that we see. CSK and Delhi are 6 and 7. KKR are on 8 with 3 wins. MI are on 3 wins. LSG are on 3 wins. Who should likely make a comeback that we see? I think Punjab Kings are going to automatically qualify that we see. They will qualify for sure. I think there are chances to qualify. In the next game, they might win this game that we see. That is, Punjab Kings are really going to qualify this time that we see. RCB are going to qualify for sure. Rajasthan Royals, I think there are chances to qualify. Sunrisers Hyderabad also have low chances to qualify that we see. Gujarat Titans, I don't think Gujarat Titans will qualify this year. CSK has a most massive chances to qualify that we see. If CSK win this game, I think CSK can make a real comeback in the IPL that we see, because they have 4 wins in IPL that we see. Without Mahendra Singh Dhoni that we see, they have been that team who have been playing so good that we see. CSK with 4 wins that we see are the team that have been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. So I think CSK can get 30 to 40% chances in qualifying in the IPL this year. And also Delhi Capitals have no chance in qualifying this year in the IPL. I think Delhi Capitals have lowest chance to qualify in the IPL finals. So the top 4 teams that can qualify this year can be Punjab Kings, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Rajasthan Royals, and for me the 4th team will be surprising. Either can be Chennai Super Kings can qualify this year that we see. I think this year CSK can make a real comeback and they can qualify this year. But if we see that CSK will qualify in the 4th position and will play the eliminator this year, that's my prediction that we see. And that's all for today. Make sure you like, share and subscribe for more content and for more videos and all. And the next video will be coming up of Mumbai versus LSG.